Today is regular RV maintenance chores day. So come along with me while I empty all the tanks, including the black water, and fill the freshwater tank. We live out in the country. I gratefully live in my parents' RV out behind their property, in the back of their property. And it's a bit of a process. It takes about an hour or so to do all of it at once. Today is the first time that I'll be doing all of it at the same time, where I've emptied the gray water in the galley tanks before, I've emptied the black water before, and I've filled the water tank before. But I've never done all of them at the same time. So, like I said, start to finish, it took about an hour. That was with a couple of different little breaks to go in and ask my dad for help, which you will see here pretty quick. I was about to get everything going and move the four-wheeler out so I could get to the actual tank that we use to transport the black water from the actual septic tank in the trailer all the way up to the house, to the lateral line drain, I guess, plug. I don't really know what you would call it, but it's this big hole in the ground right outside the house there. So there was a lot of, my dad has it all rigged up where there's water everywhere all over the property, which is super cool. But it's also kind of tricky. So you've got to first go all the way out to the back of the property and close the line so that the water won't run out whenever you turn it on from the house. And here I went to do that, which it's located in the garage, but the actual garage door was closed, so I went inside instead.
Are you taking a burglar, puppies? It's not a burglar, it's a gin.
Are you taking a nap?
No.
No?
I was earlier. What you doing?
I need help.
What you need?
I need you to help me with the battery on the four-wheeler.
Oh,
I'm scared of that kind of stuff. It freaks me out.
of course. I'm sorry.
Ever since I caught Jessie's car on fire trying to jump hers with mine.
Ooh, that's not good.
Yeah, and burnt my hands real bad.
Let me get the pups. Here.
I'm gonna fill up the freshwater tank too. I got it all switched. I just need to do this one in here.
Oh, okay.
Time to do all the tanks again. I gotta empty the sewage.
I needed a walk anyway.
Oh, good. How are you doing?
Oh, I don't know, Jen. It's, don't seem like I'm getting any better.
Seems like you're having a hard time breathing.
I've been struggling with the breathing for a while.
Yeah.
But I think I've got some pretty good medicine.
Good.
Would it not start?
I didn't even try it. It just, the battery stuff freaks me out. That's how I caught Jessie's car on fire.
Oh.
Trying to jump it one year. It was years ago, but it just scares me.
I had the, here, just unplug that. You don't want to hook up the wires with the charger. That's a trickle, what they call a trickle charger.
Yeah.
And it puts out a small amount of current. This is, of course, red to red, and green is ground. But you don't want to unhook the cables. It might cause a flash arc, and especially when you're charging chargers have the tendency to sometimes overcharge the battery, and you get a few fumes coming out of there. So if you get a little spark, boom, blows up in your face.
And this is why I asked you for help.
Yeah.
Because I am very scared.
Well,
as if I weren't already scared enough. That
you don't
made
have
it
to,
even
you
better.
have to be scared. You just know what you're doing.
Right, I know.
Always never hook up when you've got a charger plugged in.
Okay.
Always kill the power. Then you're good. You're safe.
Okay. So at least if I had to, I can unplug it, kill the power, and you're good.
Yeah.
Okay.
The thing starts good when the battery's charged. It starts right up, see?
Yeah.
But if the battery's not charged, it won't. It's hard to start.
Hard to start. Thank you very much. Of course, I dropped my phone here. I'm so good at throwing my phone in the floor. Thank goodness for those protection screens, because I'm all the time throwing that damn thing in the floor. Fuck that phone. I'm just kidding. I need my phone. Just making a joke. Being a good girl. You know, you gotta stay. Gotta stay. She's such a sweet little thing. All right, so next part of the process is to get the black water tank. So you'll see it has a handle and a pin that you have to remove to be able to attach the handle or detach the handle so that you can get the tank in and out of the storage place. Dad's so particular. He's so crafty and handy too. He's so great. I just enjoy him so much.
Yeah, it is. It's a lifesaver. I don't know what we would do if not.
Yeah. Or we just have to buy one. You know?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I got a raise.
Good.
Social Security went up.
Good.
It's pretty good.
You need it.
Yeah, will help for sure. Thank you. I don't think so.
So, get out all of the supplies for emptying the black water tank,
did.
which is the sewage tank. So first of all, let's start with gloves. Always make sure that I wash out the tank really good before I store it.
Gosh.
But
That's not good.
definitely anytime I'm using touching the
let me turn this
hoses
off.
for any reason or anything like that, then I wear the gloves. So right now I've got to turn the water off real quick because I'm filling up the freshwater tank at the same time, and it's almost full. So Dad's telling us about a recall on his truck.
What
Here
are they
for a
doing?
second.
Well, when you're pulling trailers and stuff down the highway, they downshift into gear from 70 miles an hour to second gear.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And you end up in the middle of the highway.
Well, it's dangerous.
Yeah.
It's dangerous, and it's causing it's a big safety issue. So they're going to fix my truck for nothing.
Gracious.
Yeah, yeah. And I've already watched a video of a guy. He said it was scary. He said he was pulling a trailer and it downshifted from highway speed 70 miles an hour to second gear, and it locked the wheels up and all that. It was and just the parts alone was something like $2,500. And he fixed it all himself, but they're reimbursing people.
My goodness.
But yeah, they're gonna fix my truck for nothing.
Good.
It hasn't done it yet.
Thank goodness. Yeah, get that fixed.
Okay, so getting the supplies out. Pan to catch any excess leakage. I don't know what to call it, you guys. It's gross. This part is so disgusting. I am so grateful for it, but bleh, it's so gross. It stresses me out every time. So much anxiety. But this time went really, really well. The last time I did it by myself for the first time. This is the second time doing it by myself. And this is the first time I haven't had just a ton of stuff coming out of this drain. What is terrible about this drain? You have both the gray water and the black water that come out of this drain. Absolutely disgusting to me. Like, gross. And so you've got this gray, that black lever there, and then this gray lever. And yeah, you just, depending on which one you pull, it's just insane. So connecting this blue hose to the, whatever, coming out of the trailer from the tank into this transport tank. And just going to check and make sure we've got all of the openings closed tightly, securely. Do not want a mess to clean up, you guys. It's so disgusting. Oh my gosh.
Shows nothing.
Get it positioned perfectly, because watch it for it. Wait for it. Whoa! Oh my god, that scared me so bad. Thank God everything was connected perfectly. So disgusting. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm going to turn the sound of that off because it's so gross. We're going to speed this part up. Okay, so this little thing here is, I don't really know what it's called, but basically as the tank fills, the air that's in there rises, and it forces that little gauge thing to come up. I don't really know, whatever. Anyways, so that's how you know it when you're full, whenever it goes all the way up to the top of that glass thing. And so once it is, again, you disconnect, make sure everything's closed. And now I'm going to back the four-wheeler up so that I can hook that little handle up and pull it up to the front. Or the back.
I don't remember how I...
Green light on?
Nope. How do you get the green light on?
Switch on?
Switch is on, green light is not.
You got green light?
No, no green light.
Okay, you gotta push it all the way down. Rock it back and forth, push it all the way down.
There we go.
Got green light?
No green light. There we go. Just had to have you stand next to me. Okay, reverse.
You gotta push down and turn it.
There we go. One more?
One more.
Thank you, sir.
Not unhooked. No.
Just go down or up?
Take it up.
Okay. Now we're in neutral. Up is the gears.
Not unhooked. Right? Are you?
I'm unhooked.
Do you don't need anything up there?
No, I think I
You
got
got your
it.
hose and everything up there?
These two, I think I got it.
Okay.
Thank you. Do you want me to just go off the other end when I bring it back?
Okay, if you want to.
Okay.
I do.
Okay. We'll see about that.
Really don't back up.
Yeah.
Go off slow, it's fine.
Okay. Okay. I don't know how to get it back to neutral to get the green light on there.
You pull it. Now, yeah.
Is it up or down? There we go. Thank you.
Best to go all the way down.
All the way down.
Yeah, just keep going all the way down and then go. Put that table back a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, now that we've got that all cleaned off, don't want any leaves or anything like that getting down in this hole. So this hole is where I was saying that you empty the black water, the sewage, into the septic. This is like the hole outside that goes into the septic. I don't know how you say these things, you guys, but anyways, this is what's happening here, and I'm struggling to get that off. But basically, and the hose, and then let it drain, and then you have to spray water in the tank so that it gets, all the stuff.
Okay.
Make sure it all gets out, get it all cleaned out, all that kind of stuff.
I'm cousin whatever. Emptying
speed
my
this part up.
trailer poop. What are you doing?
That's hilarious. Is a knife set appropriate gift for a work Christmas party gift exchange?
Sure, why not?
I mean, plus a woman.
Like a cooking knife set or a knife set like a hillbilly knife set?
Hillbilly knife set.
Why not?
Yeah?
Sure.
I don't know.
Why not? You want to help me push my poop?
Sure.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't need help.
Put it there?
Yeah, it goes down this hole.
Yeah.
Yeah. How are you doing? Yeah, me too.
I don't know if you caught the previous video or if I talked about it in this one, but I've been exhausted the last couple of days because we've been working out. We went to the gym. And, oh my goodness.
You gotta get it.
Sorry, guys. Tired. It's late. 10 o'clock at night now. Editing this video from today. But anyways, yeah, so we've been going to the gym and oh my gosh, we did not get up and go today because we were both so sore. We just couldn't move. And then she had to go clean house. She cleans houses right now. She's about to start nursing school, and she and my niece and nephew just moved in with my mom and dad too. So it's just a big family affair, and we love it. I mean, when you get over the shock, I think it is, of doing things completely different than you've ever done them before. The Western society, we have such a pressure, I guess, to grow up and get a good job and get married and have kids and raise a family
question.
and
If I want to use the
retire and
water hose right here on
buy
the
a
back
house
porch,
and all the things,
I have to use the
that
little valve
everyone
right here
aspires
to
to,
stop
which
it
there's
from going
nothing
out.
wrong with any of that. I lived that life for a very long time. I even lived that life as a single mom in a 3-bedroom house, 2-car garage, doing everything on my own, hustling my butt off with multiple
So that's it. Just close
businesses
it
and
off.
different things.
Well, I closed it at the end of it, that'll keep it from going down to the rest of the yard? Or no?
No, it's gonna go down to the rest of the yard.
Okay, that's
When
fine.
you turn it,
It's fine. I had it all hooked up to go down there anyway already.
yeah, you'll have to drain it.
Okay.
You know that one way out there?
Yeah, I'll do
Just
that.
have to open that up again.
Okay, I'll do that
Open the
last.
And while you're out there, if you don't mind, I can't be out there when you're blowing stuff because all that dust. I got my lung issue.
Yeah.
And I don't have a mask on.
So he was asking me if I would water the greenhouse for my mom also. And of course, yes, I will. So here, I guess I'm done. Oh, right. So I almost dropped everything and my phone just stopped recording for some reason. So you missed all that part. But anyways, you just, yeah, hook it all up and let it drain down that hole and then... I don't really know what's happening here, guys. I am trying to adjust the volume on this one particular clip while I'm editing this in TikTok, and it's not actually working. So sorry about that. But anyways, where was I? Okay, so we're done emptying it. Now it's time to take it all back down to the trailer, park the four-wheeler, and empty the galley tank and the gray water tank. So here we're trying to park the four-wheeler, and I forget that I've got to bring the other tank in first and put it away. But I'm trying to leave it out in the sun and let it dry out a little bit. So while I'm letting that dry out a little bit, I'm going to connect the gray water tank or connect the hose to the gray water tank or back to the same place that I had it connected earlier to empty the black water. But now I'm getting the extra amount of hose that I'll need to be able to stretch it across the driveway into the other part of the backyard so that it can drain in this one particular low spot in the yard. So there I pull the gray water hose, and as I'm doing that, I decide to go ahead and put this back where it is stored. Again, you've got to pull the pin, and then you got to get this thing in there perfectly. Struggling a little bit. And then the next step is to first back up the four-wheeler, park it, and then put everything back the way I found it. And I had quite the difficulty getting the four-wheeler in the perfect spot. So here I am doing this back and forth, and I'm going to speed these up a little bit. So this isn't so long. It's already 23 minutes. I mean, why not? So now we're just going to wash all of this stuff out, disconnect all the hoses, put everything back where it goes. Now we are watering the plants. And by the way, I do not own the rights to this music. It is just playing out here. When I first moved in, I kind of battled all summer with my dad trying to get him to speak life. He, prides himself on being a realist, and he's not doom and gloom. He's just a realist. He tells it like it is. And in my view, he's very negative. And he says things that are just wild. And it's like, cancel. We do not want that. We are grateful for this wonderful life that we live and keeping us safe and all the things. Anyways, it's crazy around here. But so I ended up telling him about this video of these kids in a classroom, and they have two different plants, and they feed and water them exactly the same. The only difference is they talk really nice to one of the plants, and then they talk really ugly to one of the other plants, the other plant, like they bully it and just talk really ugly to it. Well, the plant that they bullied ends up dying, you guys. Totally died. Again, everything was exactly the same except for they spoke life to one plant and they killed the other plant. So, wild, wild, wild. I ended up telling him this story, and the next thing I know, I go out to the greenhouse. I love to go out there whenever it's super cold to be among the life and the music now, because he turned the music on for the plants after hearing that story. So, and then we got to talking about Dr. Emoto. If you guys haven't ran across anything like that, you should look it up. It's pretty incredible. I was introduced to it back in 2011 in massage school. And it's a pretty cool experiment. And it just goes to show you that, you know, we really have the power to create life or to influence or to impact the lives of others with the power of our tongue, you guys. And collective consciousness is a real thing. I love you guys.